Rebecca, and you are watching Rebecca the Reseller. Thank you for joining me today for my weekly What Sold video. Now you'll notice that this is a little bit different. I'm going to keep today quick and dirty. I decided to let myself sleep in to the bright morning time of 6:30 this morning. If you've watched these What Sold videos before, you know usually I have to get up at 4 a.m. in order to record everything, edit the video, get everything ready to go, and get it up by 10 a.m. on Sunday. I want people to have the whole day on Sunday to be able to watch, and I want to have the rest of my Sunday to do the things I need to do. So I've been trying to toy with different ways that I can shrink the time it takes to create these videos, because usually it takes about 4 hours. And so today I'm trying to do it in like an hour and a half from start to finish. So I'm just testing out this format. Leave me a note in the comments below. I know that I'm not going to have the music. It's not going to be edited, and I'm not going to have the outtakes, but probably through the entirety of this video, if you watch the whole thing, I'm sure to slip up from time to time because it just happens. And I really just want to be able to see how I can get you the information in the best way, in the most entertaining way, but without it taking me literally a half a day to do. So I'm going to make it quick, I'm going to make it dirty, and we're going to just get through this. So today's video is covering May 24th through May 30th. I had a total of 44 sales. And this is Poshmark. I had a total of 44 sales, and I had a total of $835. It's not a bad week for me, but it's not the best possible week that it can be, and I'm really trying with limiting production, increasing thread up, and doing kind of the bare minimum on Poshmark to stretch Poshmark as much as I can. So there's probably going to be some weeks where 800 is what happens for me, because I've shrunk my production here, and I'm also splitting my inventory going to thread up too. But I do think that there's more that I can squeeze out of Poshmark with what I'm doing, and that's what I'm really kind of toying with right now. So again, I'm just going to keep this pretty quick. That was kind of my only opening note, was that I slept in trying to do this new format. Again, I may not keep it. Let me know in the comments below what you think, but I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. And then just kind of go through the numbers here and the great sales. So we're going to go through stats, top sellers, fast sellers, and the boutique report. Just a note, we are going to skip the awards this week, again, just to keep it condensed and to reduce the amount of time it takes to produce the video, and we're going to try that out. I definitely want to bring awards back. I just may do it in a different way, but wanted to try this format first. So just to give you some context, I have right now a total of 786 active listings in my Poshmark closet. That way, for those that are new to me and my journey or whatever, you'll kind of get an idea of how many active listings I have, and that's 786. And on average right now, I'm listing about 17 items per day. It's a combination of 7 new items going up, newly listed items, and 10 items that are being relisted from the closet to make up a total of 17 new listings, but they're not all new, just so you have that context. So again, 44 sales, $835, ASP of $19. That has been for the most part pretty consistent for a while, just under or at that $20 mark, which is where I would like to be. So again, gonna just keep trying to get that to climb. The average day was 6 sales. So for the week, on average, I had about 6 sales a day, and I had on average $119 sales day. Not too bad, not where I'd like it to be, but okay. As far as the highs and the lows, just to give you the picture of the gamut, because it is a roller coaster that we're on here in the reselling world, the highest day number of sales was 12, which is great. And honestly, I used to do about 10 a day when I was on eBay and Poshmark, and I was always trying to get it to be in that 15 to 20 range. I just never quite got there. So to be at 12 right now with a lowered production and only on Poshmark for this particular week, I'm fine with that, but that's not very consistent, so that's what I'm trying to build towards. The lowest number of sales I had on any given day this week was 2. It is what it is, but at least I didn't blank this week. And if you do, it's okay. It happens. It happens to all of us, and you just have to figure out what you can do for the next day. So keep your chin up if you happen to have a blank this week. The highest day in number of sales, or in total sales I had, was 225, and the lowest amount of sales I had was $35, which again, is fine. I'll take it, no big deal. But it does show the range, and I just have to keep getting used to seeing that range. So when you have the low days, you don't get completely crazy, because that's what would happen to me. Now, before I jump into the top selling items, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I would love it. If you don't like this format or how it's going, you can give it a thumbs down too. That's fine. It won't hurt my feelings, but it will give me great feedback. And again, would love the comments below on what you think. So jumping in to the top sellers. So the top 5 selling items, we have this Nike Dry Fit Performance Jacket in black, size medium. It sold for $27. I did a fair amount of offers to likers. I didn't do everything crazy like I have in past times. So this was an offer to likers of $27, and that took 251 days to sell. Had it for a little while, and I thought it was a good Nike jacket. I've sold some other Nike jackets. I will say, I know that you can search for more information with the style numbers and things like that, and I just haven't put in the work on that. So I bet you if I did that, I would probably sell better with my Nike. Next up is a boutique item. This is an item that I've had for quite some time. I've restocked it several times. It gets great reviews. It's a nice sheer floral print boho kimono duster. You can wear it over clothes. You can wear it as a swimsuit cover-up. This is a great selling boutique item for me. And this sold again. This one sold for full price at $29. And these have been relisted several times. So the number of days says right now 175, that it's been listed for 175 days, but that's not quite accurate. I've had this item for now probably 2 swim seasons. So it's been around for a while. And again, I just keep restocking it. So I'm less concerned about the time it takes to sell and more that I just keep selling them. So the work has already been done and I just keep replenishing it, and that is awesome. Next up is an Everlane Stretch Ponte Crop Pant in gray. If you had watched my swap.com online sourcing haul unboxing that I did last week, you will know that I picked up a ton of Everlane pants, like so many Everlane pants. And then I went back and ordered some more, and someone had signed up with my referral link, which was awesome. It's down below. Thank you for the person that did that. So I was able to get another 40% off, and that person got 40% off again on swap.com for online sourcing. I bought like 8 or 10 pairs of Everlane pants. They're all pretty much the same style, and now they're starting to sell. I just got them all listed, so I'm very happy with that. And then I placed another order with not as many pants, but some other Everlane items, and it's been going well, so can't complain. These sold for an offer of $30, and they sold in 5 days of being listed. These are charcoal gray. Most of the other ones I have are black in a variety of sizes, but awesome, awesome, awesome. Next up is this Eileen Fisher V-neck tunic. This came, sorry that it's taking so long to load. I've had these open on the computer for a while. I don't know why. This I got in a pre-owned clothing item wholesale pack, and so I paid $3 for this item, and it sold. I had it up for $49. Someone sent me an offer for $40. Yes, please. Eileen Fisher V-neck tunic sweater in size 1X. So this was a great sale. Very happy for it. Again, it's the end of May, and we're still selling sweaters over here. So I list things all seasons, all times. Happy to do it. Love it. So that was $40, and that took 6 days to sell. Next up is this Karen Millen sleeveless sheath dress, and it's really pretty. Now, most of the Karen Millen that I'm getting now, I'm sending into ThredUp just because it does have that higher price point originally. I don't necessarily think that it does amazingly well on Poshmark because I had this dress for quite some time. It could just have been this particular piece, but I have gotten some more Karen Millen in, and I've been sending it to ThredUp, and I don't know if any of it is sold yet. If you want to know what's going on with ThredUp, I'm doing separate videos on all of that right now. Eventually they may get all pushed together, but for right now they've got to be separate because I think it would literally explode my brain if I tried to do all my Poshmark sales and then everything that's going on with ThredUp in one video. I think I would literally like combust. So Karen Millen's sleeveless sheath dress, size 8. This was an offer of $48, and I will take it. It took actually 48 days to sell. Very interesting. So those were the top sales. The $48 sale was my top selling item this week. I'm really happy to report that I had 2 items in the $40 range for me. That's hard sometimes. Like, I don't have a full inventory of those higher price point items. A lot of my stuff is low to mid range in that $20 price point, $25. So when I get a $35 sale, I'm happy. So now if I can really start skewing up, filling and pumping my store with $20 to $40, $40 to $50 items, those bigger sales will happen more because it's just a numbers game. So that's what I'm really excited to see. Now, let's talk about the lowest sale. I'm just going to share with you one, and that is this Garage Destroyed Capri Jeans Light Wash Double Zero. I mean, there's several things going on with this item, right? But I picked it up anyway. I probably got it at the bins. Honestly, I don't remember. But finally, I was able to get rid of it despite all the offers to likers I've sent on it over the past several weeks and months. Someone sent me an offer for $7, and I was like, could not hit the button fast enough. Yes, goodbye, get out of my life. It's still profitable, and they are now with their new home. Thank goodness. Okay, so that was the lowest sale. Let's go on to fastest selling items. So these are the items flying out of the store, the closet. And one of them is the Everlane, which we just saw. So these are the same pants that I showed you for $30 in charcoal gray. And these sold in 5 days of being listed. And of the fastest selling items, those are the ones that took the longest to sell. So it only gets better from here. And that's not surprising, right? Everlane, fast selling, good price, great. Like, it hits all the buttons. This is one of the new boutique items that I have in. If you've watched me for a while, you know that I've slowly added boutique items. I did a big push of it a couple of years ago with a lot of swim related items, and those went well and are still going well. Then I did a push of clothing, and that pretty much bombed. So I'm gonna do more videos about boutique items, my strategies, my tips, my tricks, because I've definitely learned a lot. I had a lot of items that just, so that was a learning lesson. Now I'm kind of dabbling in jewelry. I don't literally have any jewelry on right now. I'm not a big jewelry person, but I will say I'm having fun picking out jewelry for other people. So this is one of the newer items that I've gotten in. Boho Festival Butterfly Gold Necklace Chain. For all the super cute Poshmark girls out there, I'm sure they are going to clamor for this. Let's hope. And so one in 4 days of being listed sold, and I'm very happy for that. Right now I have most of my jewelry up for about an $18 price point. They do have a low cost, and I'm just experimenting with a lot of different SKUs right now to really see what I can, kind of gleam from that. And the more information I have, the more I will share with you in the future. So that was a fast selling item, 4 days of being listed, and that it actually sold for $15. I have it up for $18, but it sold for $15, which is totally cool. Next up is this loft printed skirt, size medium. Like, you never know sometimes. Like, sometimes you just put up a random item and someone randomly finds it at the right time and snags it real quick. That doesn't mean that loft is flying off the shelves all the time. But this particular one did. It sold in 4 days of being listed for $17. And honestly, I can't complain about that. It's loft. Like, it's not anything crazy, so I will take it. Here's another one pretty similar to that. White House Black Market. I love White House Black Market. I used to wear White House Black Market all the time, and then came to find out that like trying to do resale with it on Poshmark, it was just kind of like eh. But now I really think I'm finding a way to sell it, or maybe it's just having a resurgence or what, I don't know. But I'm doing okay with it, and I'm really happy about that. So this is a White House Black Market fit and flare dress, really cute, kind of simple classic dress. And if it didn't have stripes, I would probably wear it. But $17, again, not great, but it's fine. And for right now, that price point is okay. So that sold within 4 days of being, 2 days of being listed. And why not? Okay, I'll take it. And here's another bread and butter, a Talbot's top. This was cute because it's kind of got, I don't think that it's vintage, but it's got that vintage vibe based on the color scheme and like the plaid that it is or the checkered that it is. And, I don't know too much about all of that. I wouldn't know what particular style to say, but it sold really quickly. It's 100% silk, and it's just really cute. And I'm okay because this was an offer to likers, and so it sold really quickly. Yeah, maybe I could have gotten $20 for it. maybe I mean, I don't know. Like silk, I feel like doesn't have the same high-end value as it could. There's a lot of silk out there. So just because something is silk, you think, ooh, it's expensive, whatever, and it might have been, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to resell for a ton just because it's silk. Maybe the right piece will, but this is just a basic kind of thing. So Talbot's 100% silk, $17, 2 days to sell. Fine with me. Okie dokie. Now, let's talk about these guys. These were the slowest sale of I should say of the year, but it's probably not of the year, of the week. And they're Hollister cropped jeans with the raw hem, but they're a size 11. And I'm trying to think. I will tell you how many days it took to sell, but hold on. Now, they could have probably been listed as a 30 now that I'm looking at it, and maybe that would have helped them sell faster. I don't do a lot of Hollister. I know that some people really enjoy selling Hollister, but I don't do a lot of it. And I'm trying to remember if this was a bins pickup and I was experimenting it or what I was doing there. Maybe or just because it happened to be a high rise and I thought, okay, well, it's high rise, so we'll just go on that. But it, I had a photographer and I had a lister, and so it got listed as an 11. And I wonder, because doesn't the W30 mean waist 30? So maybe if I had listed it as a 30, that seems big though I don't know. I don't know. I don't deal with this brand very often. But I think that's why it took a long time to sell. Anyway, I got an offer for $10 and I took that super quick, hit that button really fast. And these have been listed for 531 days. That's like a year and a half. That's a long time. So, I mean, I'm not the fastest flipper out there. I'm okay to wait on some things because I do list stuff all season. So obviously not everything is going to sell all the time quickly. But when it's a basic kind of thing, I don't want to be seeing jeans hang around for a year and a half, especially a mall brand. Like that doesn't need to be here that long. So this is a learning lesson here of, going through your inventory and seeing what's still there and doing things to do to get it to sell more quickly, not picking up certain things, identifying, like here I'm analyzing, should it have been listed as a 30? Was it because it was juniors? Like what can you do to level up every time a sale happens? That's feedback for you. Take something from it, learn something from it, change your business and improve. That is what I do. So that is the fastest selling items and the slowest sale of the week. Now I want to dive into, you don't need to see that. That's just the information. The boutique report is 19 boutique items sold for $326. Boutique killed it this week because as you can see, my total sales were $800. So, I mean, we're going into over a third of my sales were boutique items. And that's the direction I want to go. It doesn't mean it's the direction I'm going to completely be in. I'm still going to sell, thrifted items, pre-owned items, all of that kind of thing. But I really do want to build up this boutique because you do the work once, you sell it again and again. You can replenish items. There's just a lot of attractive qualities to it for me and how I want to run my business, which is to get to a goal of 4 ways to 4K. I've got a lot of information coming out about this framework that I'm working in, 4 different income streams, $4,000 a month. If you want to know more about that, check out the videos down below and check out the video coming this week because that's what it's going to be about on Wednesday. But having multiple income streams and working towards a way where they can be more automated and less work intensive is really the direction that I'm going in. And so the multiple quantity listings and the boutique items is really attractive for me. So you're going to see a lot more of that. Not giving up on the thrifted, that's still here, but just know that I am moving in a direction of building the boutique. Doesn't mean getting rid of the thrifted, but the boutique is building. I'm going to skip the awards this week, as I mentioned. So that's everything that I have for you. I mean, again, $835 is a solid week. I really do like to see my sales over the $1,000 mark where I can. But do keep in mind, this isn't all of my sales. This is Poshmark. I'm not doing Mercari really right now. I'm not doing eBay or any of those things, but I'm building ThreadUp. And ThreadUp has been doing really well. So just as a side note, the sales are there, but the payouts have not come through yet because there's such a delay with ThreadUp right now. So again, watch those ThreadUp videos if you want to know more about that side of things. But as far as me for this week, I probably did hit over $1,000 in sales if you combine my ThreadUp payouts with my Poshmark. And so I am happy overall with that. And that's why, you know, I can give myself a little bit of grace on my Poshmark numbers, knowing that ThreadUp is now going to start being there to kind of carry a little bit as well. So hopefully I'll be able to find a good way to share all of that a little bit more with you in the future as far as ThreadUp and Poshmark. It's just right now they seem like two completely different animals as far as tracking everything. Like I said, I think my head will explode if I try to mush them together right now. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. Vote on the video, like it or don't like it, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's fine, but it'll give me some feedback to know what you thought about this particular style. And just saving me a little bit of time today and letting me get an extra 2.5 hours of sleep. It was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. And then check out the video that's coming up next. I've got a video coming up next right now. And then check out Wednesday's video, which is gonna be all about my 4 ways to 4K planned framework system. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you had a great week of sales. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a subscriber, thanks for coming back. I'll see you next week. Bye.